and you're also part of the Crypto Climate Accord. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful organization. It's modeled after the Paris Accord. We work, with other signatories and other companies that are in it, really to try to accelerate the green solutions in the blockchain world. And again, it's to help decarbonize crypto and blockchain. I mean, we are Bitcoin miners, and it's unfortunate that the term mining came with crypto. I mean, because it adds the negative context of it. But this goes a little bit back to what we talked about earlier, Jacob, where new technologies, when they come up, are not always 100% efficient. And again, but we do know that blockchain will create efficiencies. And whether it's, proof of work over time becomes proof of stake, whether there's a factor in it, but even with proof of work, which if you're familiar with, which is what we do with Bitcoin mining, there's the opportunities over time to really make it green by using things like immersion cooling, recycling of heat. So that's the wonderful and exciting part, and what I get really excited about when you talk about, again, the acceleration of green solutions. Yeah, with the CCA and that group, there's lots of opportunities, and that's where blockchain and the technology will continue to evolve, revolutionize, and change. And as I said, although yes, there are issues and challenges with, again, the power that it's used, I don't think it's always a fair story when you look at, as opposed to build big buildings, and we know the carbon that's being used for, for other aspects in our wealth creation in the world.
And to dive deeper on that and the connection between making the earth more green, but then also the advancement of technology, I think with blockchain, it's been very interesting because exactly for the reason that you're saying, the energy consumption is high, but the price efficiency point is if you can have a setup like you do. So it really starts to merge the interest. And that's what I believe is the most important thing when it comes to, let's say, over the next 30, 45 years, making it, hey, we are now net zero as a community, as a society. What other insight can you provide to us there, having actually negotiated or been part of some of those deals and are utilizing those deals that are mutually beneficial for all positive outcomes?
Well, I think the only insight I would give you is, again, it doesn't move forward in a linear line. I mean, and I think that, that's been our experience in it. I think that if you're constantly, again, if you embrace technology and if you embrace the advancements, I mean, as I said, there'll be stepping stones where things get better, not so much worse, but we've got to find ways around it. As I said, when we look at what's going on today, and the enormous consumption, and there's a substantial consumption of power that's being used, but it's really been quite interesting as now it is becoming a far greener business. And as I said, when I look at areas that it's going to touch, we've explored the recycling of heat and creating hydroponic plants, because there's an opportunity. Ocean Falls, where we are, is, again, it's very wet. There's a lot of opportunity, but to create, opportunity, whether it's growing tomatoes. I mean, in Canada, we can grow cannabis. I mean, all sorts of things that can be done, through these. So I don't know if that gives you an answer, but I think really what I'm seeing is, by embracing that technology, you see all the opportunities that can spin out from it. And again, it's not perfect, but I think we continue to get better at it.